To say something funny, but I don't know nothing funny to say. But right now, I've been working for trouble teams right down in a treatment center for the last 30 years. I'm not used to talking in front of people, but I'm going to say a little bit about, playing here. I had a great time playing here. I had great coaches, like Coach Lavelle Edwards. I had Norm Child, and I had great players, like Steve Young, Gordon Hudson, Leon White. Those are the guys who make me better here. But my thing mostly is to be here and still be a true blue. I'm targeting BYU, Utah beating us. Every time I'm looking around, Utah always said, "We got you." I said, "Come on, BYU, y'all killing me. Y'all killing me." So right now, I'm just going to try to talk about a little bit of things that we did back in the 80s on the football field. I like to talk about the old school because I like to talk about that because Lavelle Edwards made us have fun out there. Because we always go like one-on-one with the linebackers. It's always competitive. The running backs always want to beat them. They always think they're better than us. So the thing we do is we go one-on-one. So every time they beat us, we always go to the next practice because if we team up, the running back can find out what we're going to do. So one day that they beat us, so I got pretty mad. So I saw Leon White walking across the field. So I took a football and hit him in the head with it. So he looked around. Next thing I know, I got the whole linebackers running me around the football thing. So Lavelle came to me and said, "What you running for?" I said, how many linebackers have got to come down? So my running backs, they was over there just letting me, get all beat up. I said, that's fine. But most of all that I forgot to do, I'm sorry, I want to introduce my family. I want to introduce my lovely wife, Julie, my two sons, them two right here, their family right here, boy, they always hear a lot of stories. Every time I come up, I always say, don't forget that y'all living with a legend. Y'all living with a legend. So every time the football season comes, I'll be talking, and they say, there go Daddy again. There it goes. And I said, well, I got to talk about what happened. And so when BYU play, I said, you know what? They not like back in the 80s. I said, we go out there, we bump heads. And he said, oh, here go Daddy bragging. I said, well, I'm going to tell you a story. He said, here we go again, another story. So my sons and my wife, they went through so much of listening to me talk about the past because it was a great time being here. I wouldn't choose another school if I had to. If I had to do it all over again, I would come back here again. Lavelle Edwards was great. One thing about Lavelle Edwards, sometimes you don't know where he's at on the football field. Because I was the laziest person on the field in practice. Game time, I was always different. In practice, I always get back in the back of the line. If you do up downs, I don't go down. So I just put my hand down. So everybody goes down. So I'm looking around, looking at the coach. I said, okay, he ain't going out here. Next thing I know, I'm coming up. He tapped me on the shoulder. He said, what you doing, Daddy? I looked and said, I'm trying to do up there. He said, you know what? Let's do this. You get at the top of the line. So I go all the way down. So I know he knows I do my up downs. So my thing is I love being around him because he always makes practice fun. And he always have his door open for anybody. I don't care what it is, or what you say or do or you have, he's there for you. No matter if he's busy, but his door is always open for his players. And he made me the player that I was. He taught me a lot of things in life. He taught me teamwork. And he taught me how to be respectful to everybody. He taught me how united with team is important. You always got to have your back on your team. For me, for Steve, I get mad at him. He always got more yards than the running backs. Every time I look around, he's running the ball. I'm going to say, you got to quit running and give us some yards. You know, we get some, you know. So Steve, you know, he did that. So I'm gonna jump forward a little bit to the Holiday Bowl pass. That's one of the scary moments of my life. I'm gonna tell you, because we practice that play. We practice it almost every day. I'm overthrowing him, I'm underthrowing him. So look, Coach LaBelle said, I'm gonna take it out. Okay, take it out. You know, it won't hurt me, you know. So that time the play came in, I'm looking at Steve, and my mind is racing quite a bit. Like, now, if I screw up, the headline gonna say, Stinnett screw up, got a touchdown pass, went on and lost the game. Or, if I make it good, I'm a hero. So, obvious that thing came good, but everybody said it was a dub. That's fine. You can say anything you want to say about it, but we caught it and won. But when Steve brought it in and he called that play, I told Steve to change it. I said, you need to change that play. He said, no. I said, wait a minute, you've been changing the play every all year. And he said, no. I said, well, I said, okay, so now my mind is racing again. I was scared. So when he caught it, he took it in, and I went over and said, you know what, Steve? Me and you the legend now. We made history here. And I said, next time, I said, it won't be the next time because this is our last game. I said, I wish it was the next time because I would have definitely asked to take me out of the game. Because I couldn't handle that. So right now, it's just enjoyable to be here with everybody, to talk to the wonderful alumni they have here. I'm not a great speaker, you know, this is something that is out of my norm. I prefer to be on that football field and talk in front of everybody. Everybody's eyes open, and all of a sudden you say something wrong, everybody looking at you, and I'm trying to make y'all laugh, but some of y'all laugh and some of you don't. That's good. I understand that. I understand that. It's all good. So right now, I'm just going, I love to be here. I'm honored that they asked me to come down here to run the flag out tonight and come down and to see all this good blue, because where I come from, too much red. You know, and if you go to my house, you will never see red in my house. You can ask my wife. But I got one of my sons, you know, I tried out for Oakland Raiders, and made it almost to the last cut between me and Bo Jackson. So obviously I know who Bo Jackson is, but I was honored to be there with them kind of pro players. So I'm a Raiders fan. But something happened in my family. One of my kids turned on me and went to Cincinnati. He's a Cincinnati Bengals fan. I'm trying to revert him to go back, but the rest of my boys is Raiders and blue. So right now we trying to figure out what happened. You know, so right now they're gonna hear some more stories from me. You know, the football season started, and I'm gonna tell them, boys, I'm over here to sit down. I'm gonna tell them some good stuff again. They're gonna say, here we go again. Daddy gonna tell them we heard it about 100 times. So right now I'm just like I said, I'm honored to be here. Very honored to be here. And I just want to know if anybody have any questions. They told me 5 minutes. I think I went over my 5, you know. But if anybody have any questions, feel free to ask. If you don't, please keep your head down so I can go back. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.